What's up, delivery fam? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another members only voice chat, but it's not a members only live stream. Good evening to everyone that's joining now, watching on the replay. This is going to be a 2-hour live stream. If you do not remember how this works, the first 45 minutes we're going to be talking to the other members that's in the chat with me right now, but their mics are muted at the moment. But also, the second half of this, there's going to be a brief intermission for 15 minutes, and then the podcast, to be specific, the Gig App Life podcast will begin at 10 p.m. Okay? So again, the first 45 minutes is the voice chat with members, and then at 10 p.m. the podcast will begin. All right? So at this time, members, if you do not mind unmuting your mic for us, please, and let's get this conversation going. How y'all doing tonight? I guess my mic is muted, so they can't hear me. What's up, members? How y'all doing? My mic was muted, y'all. So how y'all doing tonight? Unmute your mics, members.
Doing good, doing good.
What's up, Monique?
I've had a busy day, and I have an even busier day planned for tomorrow, but I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. What about Rideshare, Lisa? How you doing? Okay. There she goes.
I'm doing. Well, you gotta give me a second. I'm doing okay.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
I wanted to turn down the podcast that I have on my other phone.
Okay.
I just want to say hi.
What's up, Matt? You wasn't able to join us last time, but you're glad to see you here now.
I'm here. Thanks. I'm good. Yeah, there's too much of a delay on the video on YouTube to watch it, so I'm not watching it.
Okay. What's up, Middleton? How you doing?
Pretty good. You guys notice how he screams at us to mute our mics at first, and then he doesn't even talk to us.
Yeah, but he yelled mute your mic, but you still didn't do it.
I know. I got one of them. I got a new mic, and I can mute it directly on the mic itself. It's too much of a hassle going back and forth from Discord.
I want to give a few shout outs. You already starting with me, Middleton. Okay. I want to give a few shout outs to those that are in the chat, the live chat with us right now. We got Rich4076. That's going to be part of our conversation. Mace Tenchu. I hope I'm saying that name right. What's up? How you doing? We got Nonstop Travelers. We got Humi. We got Steve on the road. Jimmy Moses. Mr. Donk 305. Jenny Thomas. Tasha Pearl. Kick Rocks. Sarah Keston. Hey, Sarah, you don't want to be in on the voice chat on Discord? What's up, DoorDash Red? Charlie Baltimore. T-Ron. And everybody that's watching on the replay. Okay. Lisa Redmond. How y'all doing? All right, so who's up first? Who got a topic? I know Middleton got a juicy topic. I don't know if anyone else has something before Middleton brings his up, because he already kind of shared it with me.
Well, I have an update that, UDM.
Okay.
After the advice I got last week, I spoke to you, but I've got a crazy story that I wanted to share with everybody, and an update on what I asked about last week. But I'm really curious what Middleton has.
Well, no, we gotta save that one for last. At least in my opinion.
Well, do you want me to go ahead and share what happened?
I'll just tell you that I'm liking the new format because I get to go find some really good topics to talk about. I'm just saying.
Okay, so Star, if you want to go ahead and start with yours, but before we dive into it, if you don't mind, just kind of like catching those up that weren't able to be a part of last week's members only voice chat. If you just want to just briefly tell us what you asked, and then the answers that you might have received, and then we could then you can update us with the new information, if you don't mind.
Okay, so for anybody that wasn't here last week, we had a really bad experience. I'm a customer, and we had a really bad experience with DoorDash a couple weeks ago. And we were at the point that we were considering canceling our Dash Pass because we were just, yeah, we did. For a few days, we had actually canceled it. And For anybody, I'll just sum up really quickly what happened. So essentially, we had a restaurant that left off one of our entrees and two of our sides and half the order. And the restaurant was closing and didn't want to remake the food, and DoorDash did not want to give us a full refund. So we got really angry at that. And so last Friday during the members only chat, I asked everybody that was here if they thought that we should try something else. And the consensus was we should, and people recommended we try Uber Eats. And so that's exactly what we did. And so this is where it gets crazy. Yes, this is our area. Keep in mind that we are in the Shoals, which is in northwest Alabama. The Shoals is comprised of Florence, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, and Tuscumbia, and Colbert and Lauderdale counties. But anyway, so we decided to try out Uber Eats.
Mm-hmm.
So we ordered from one of our local Chinese restaurants. And first of all, we ordered 3 plates. And well, let me tell you what happened before we got the 3 plates. I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we got the 3 plates, the driver, first of all, went to the wrong address. And it is really crazy. So first of all, and that's, I don't think that we've ever had that specific problem with DoorDash or Grub South, but we had to get a hold of the driver, get the driver to the right address. Once the driver got to our house, the order was wrong. So essentially, they gave us the wrong on all 3 of our plates. We had ordered salmon, which they left off completely. And Uber Eats, unlike DoorDash, has no live phone number which we could call. And so we've decided to renew our Dash Pass.
So, as a customer, Uber Eats does not provide any customer support?
Not at the time we called in our market. Now, this was over the weekend, so I'm not sure if it was because it was on the weekend, but DoorDash does provide customer support on the weekend.
That's interesting. Hey, Sarah, would you mind muting your mic? Unless you're
Can you hear
gonna
me?
respond. Yeah, we can hear you. I know
Okay,
I can.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. So as far as I'm actually a little bit confused about that, because I know for drivers, if we're not on a live order, we cannot. We have that same issue. Like if I were to call Uber and I'm not on a live order, they would say, "Hey, we're open from Monday through Friday at this time to this time." But as a customer, why wouldn't they open the lines up to you when you're actually placing an order and having a live situation? I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all.
I don't either. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand that.
I would think at least customers would have 24-hour support. Drivers, I get drivers, but customers, why not have 24-hour support? I guess they could always reach back out at a later date if it's really that much of an issue. What do y'all think?
So, Star, you didn't. There was no way to contact anybody at all. Like even later, did you talk to them or reach out to them at all?
Yeah, we were able to email them, and they got back with us the next Tuesday, and they did give us a refund on the items that were wrong. But we're really disappointed because with both our local company, Grub South, and with DoorDash, regardless whether it's the weekdays or the weekend, we can get a hold of them. And if it'd been DoorDash or Grub South, either one of those platforms would have offered us a redelivery, which we couldn't get with Uber Eats since we had nobody to talk to.
Oh, wow. So, okay. So did you, someone, Tasha Pearl in the chat says it is an option on Uber Eats for missing items. and you can get your money back. I've done it a few times. It was wrong.
Yeah, and as I said, we did get our money back for the items that were wrong, but it took till Tuesday, and we're both like, we could have got a redelivery on DoorDash or Grub South, our local company, and wouldn't have had to place another order, and it was just way more stress.
Oh, okay. So Uber Eats. All right. As a customer, comparing the two apps, I know the situation is kind of almost similar, but comparing the two apps in your market, would you have preferred dealing with DoorDash because of the support that they provide to customers, or is Uber Eats better as far as speed? Let's just say speed.
We couldn't tell any difference with speed.
You couldn't tell any difference. That's actually good for DoorDash. I mean, that sounds really good to me for DoorDash, because DoorDash was in second place as far as speed goes. Now you're telling me they're not really that different.
Not in the shoals. We could not tell any difference.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so DoorDash working on speeding up. Okay, Speedy Gonzalez.
Well,
Okay.
I'll tell you one other weird thing I've noticed before I hand the floor to somebody else.
Okay.
We use Postmates a couple times, in our market before, they combined with Uber Eats.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to tell you, we had an easier experience when we had a problem with Postmates than we did now that Postmates is a part of Uber Eats.
That's interesting. Well, okay. So so is that all that you wanted to share, Star, from the customer's perspective?
Yeah, that's my news. I'm curious what everybody else has done.
Okay. I know Middleton got something, boy. Something. I'm telling you, when y'all hear this, what Middleton got, oh my gosh. I know. Anybody else? But before we get to Middleton, anybody else got anything they want to share? Or y'all just want to jump to Middleton?
You've got me so curious. I'm ready to go.
Every
Jump to
Man.
Middleton.
Listen, I know Middleton's story. Okay, I didn't know anyone else's story, so I don't know what y'all have to share, but I just know what Middleton has to share. It's like, what? It's going to have everybody like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that y'all have whatever y'all want to talk about. Middleton's, I know Middleton's is juicy. Okay?
UDM, if we all had
Middleton's saving
stories,
everybody right now.
if we all had stories right now, everybody would be in the chat going, when are they going to be finished? Because we want to get to Middleton's story.
Well, I guess that's my bad then. Let's go ahead with Middleton then. Get yours out the way, Middleton. You should have went first, bro.
See, that's what you can't just sit there and hype somebody up the whole time. Because now people are like, really? That's all he had to say?
Okay. All right, let's talk about it, Middleton. Let's talk about this very weird challenge that's going on right now. It made it to World Star, but I'll give you the floor. Go ahead.
It's World Star Hip Hop. We've all seen it. People get on there, they're World Star, and they're fighting, everything like that, right?
World Star.
Right. We've all seen the videos.
Yeah.
So, I try not to watch a lot of them because they're stupid and they're dumb. But then whenever one comes across me that deals with something that I work with, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through my feed, and I get this video that pops up, says staged or nah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. And then below it says new challenge. So I'm like, well, now you got me curious.
Right.
So I click on the video and I start watching it. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched World Star, but it's not really edited. You can see everything that happens.
Yep.
And so the new challenge is called the Pizza Delivery Dare.
Okay, so wait, before you even continue, has anyone heard of this?
No.
The Pizza Delivery Dare. Anyone
No.
in the chat has
No.
Never heard of it.
never heard of it? Okay, many on the voice chat saying never heard of it. I never heard of it either until Middleton shared this with me. Now, I just want to see if anybody in the chat is going to put the Pizza Delivery Dare. Okay, I guess nobody's putting it right now. But anyway, go ahead. Continue, Middleton.
Okay, so what it is these dots is what they're calling them, and they are ordering pizza and purposely answering the door naked and trying to hook up with the delivery drivers.
Hmm.
What?
Crickets. Exactly. Right. So to make sure that y'all heard correctly, right? Just to repeat it, okay? A pizza delivery challenge on World Star delivery. There's women, okay? They titled them as THOTS, okay? They're saying the challenge is to answer the door with nothing on when the driver's at the door. That's the challenge, to see the driver's response.
Yeah, and I don't know how much you actually watched of this video, UDM.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't. I felt like I was, doing something wrong.
It really felt like he was watching porn. I stopped about a minute. I was watching the video out in the public, and about a minute in, after the first door answer, I was like, "Oh no, gotta do this." But once I got home, I did go back and I watched the whole video, and there's about 2 or 3 drivers that actually went inside these apartments and started fooling around with these girls.
Yes. Now, the thing is, the question was staged or not? Now, some of it, I was like, whoa, is it staged or is it not? Because I was questioning it. But I'm like, some parts just seemed as if it was staged, and like some parts felt like it wasn't. Like, Middleton, do you have the link? If you have the link, I would not mind sharing it in the Discord. I'm not going to share it on YouTube, okay? I'm going to share it in the Discord where if you want to watch the video, it's up to you. You do what you do, but I'm not sharing it in the live chat. But
I did send it to you through text message.
You did send it to me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to look for it. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. Go ahead, everybody else, if you want to discuss this.
So
right.
Here's my...
Let me work on this.
I've been in food delivery for a very long time. Even in my early 18, 19, I did pizza delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, that was like the unicorn of deliveries. But, like an 18, 19-year-old kid, some good-looking lady answers the door to, naked. That's what you always shot for. But now that, I'm older and I'm grown, and I'm like, why would you do this?
If it is real.
How would you guys react if you got to a door and they answered it butt naked?
I mean, I've heard stories of drivers experiencing something like this. Okay, now I've experienced some inappropriate stuff like robes and and lingeries, but it's like a once in a blue moon type of deal. Now, towards the early stages of me being a delivery driver, I experienced this maybe throughout my 4+ years, maybe like 3 times. Now, I've also experienced this with male customers as well. Like not completely naked, but tighty whities, answering the door. I'm like, dude, come on, go put on some clothes, man. Come on now. And this is before leave it at the door, So you had to knock on the door and wait on them to open the door, And when they opened the door, I had a dude with, I guess he just woke up and maybe he didn't put any clothes on. And then he was playing a video game and he had on his headset and he was talking. I heard him yelling through the door, and I guess it was just one of those, he was caught up in the game and give me the food, and he closed the door. It is what it is. But I've heard this type of thing happen a few times. Now, the question is, was it staged or not? What do y'all think? I'm going to share this in the Discord right now. If you wish to join the Discord, I'm going to share the link in the community, in the live chat for y'all to join the Discord so you can see it for yourself.
Do not suggest watching it in the public.
And I do not suggest you watch this video, not this video, but the video I'm about to share in the Discord. I do not suggest you watch it with your kids around. Okay? You know, they like to sneak a peek. All right, and I'm going to put it in the general channel. Go ahead.
I have a question. Okay, so the customers, are they all female or are some of them male?
Yes, all the customers in the video are females, and yeah,
All the customers.
That's why they was calling them thoughts. And
Gotcha.
so, like watching the video, you're like, there's no way that this driver is just gonna walk into this house, you know, and start groping this. I mean, like, even if somebody does answer the door, you know, without any clothes on, you can't just go in and start grabbing them. still sexual harassment.
Yeah, that's
or sexual assault, however you look at it.
Yeah, but when you think about it too, and the guys in the videos that were they were tempted. That you could tell, like, they were like, oh my gosh, whoa, and then the woman asks, would you like to touch? You know,
Yeah.
So it's like, learn them into something, and they're not thinking at that moment like, oh, this is a trap. You know, like, I can see a young man that is probably single, probably getting caught up in something like this. But at the same time, this could possibly be staged as well, you know? And then they turned it into something, and it made it to world star hip hop. World star.
Did you see the? I know this a little bit out there. I know you say you didn't watch the whole video, but I think it's the second one. She tries it, and the driver left it at the door and walked off. So when she opened the door, it was just the food on the floor.
Okay, so I shared it in the Discord. Okay, for all those that wish to go see it. Oh my gosh, we got like 5 people like right away.
Like.
Everybody want to see this video. Okay, all right. So, all right. Actually, there's 4 people. All right. So it's in the Discord right now. You have to agree to the rules in the rules channel. You have to agree to the rules for you to be able to see the general tab, the general channel. Once you get to the general channel, I posted it in there, and you could go ahead and watch it for yourself if you want to. You know, but it is wild. Somebody just posted in the Discord. It's wild. But just to hear that there's a challenge out there where THOTS. I don't like using that word, man. To be honest with you, I don't like using it because I just feel like, you know, it's very degrading, and I wouldn't. I have a daughter, you know what I'm saying, and I wouldn't want anybody calling my daughter that. So I'm like, I ain't calling nobody else. I don't care what they classify themselves at. I'd rather spell it versus saying it. You know.
Oh, I was just reading the title.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm not saying anything to you. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to read it. Somebody might say, "Oh, why you keep spelling it? Why you just don't say it?"
I'm gonna say that some guys out there will probably take every piece of delivery, regardless of the payout. Now, just in the chance of that.
Just in the chance of that. But have y'all ever heard any stories like from any driver that this type of stuff has happened and they actually went in and spent the night with the person?
No.
Never heard? I've heard some wild stories now before this video. None from you, Middleton? You got like how many people? Using the app? Nobody?
I got a lot of stories.
A lot of stories.
Yeah, I mean, hooking up with customers, it does happen. You know, it's people do it all the time, but I mean, I've never seen someone put it out there as a challenge, you know?
Right. And it made it on World Star.
Yeah.
Not everything makes it on World Star.
I'll have to say, I don't know how World Star works. I don't know if anybody can post a video or what the case may be.
No.
I'm not sure how that all works.
Well, to give you a little bit of an example, okay, say for instance, most musicians or most rappers, they feel if you make it on World Star, then you have an opportunity to get your music out there. It's not just SoundCloud or anything like that, but World Star is like roadie. To put things into perspective for everyone, right? They're not going to accept every submission. They're not going to say, hey, yeah, we're going to accept this one. No. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So once you submit, there's no telling if your video or your music or whatever is going to make it on World Star. So if it makes it on World Star, it's because the people at World Star love a little bit of drama. You know, like this, I feel like it's drama filled, you know. Why would a person, if this is real, why would anyone start this challenge? And it's multiple different women. Why would they feel like that's okay to do? Anything from anyone else? I mean,
I'm glad it's just the women, because if it was the men, I'd decline every single pizza delivery.
Well, see, here's the strange difference: is if it was the men, it would be on the news, not World Star.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, to be honest, for real, that a couple of years ago, I believe, even before when I was still working in the school system, I believe a man got arrested for walking around in his home naked, and the window was open, and I guess somebody saw him. He got arrested.
Well, here's one thing I did want to point out though, is if anybody ever does open the door to you without any clothes on, male or female, whether you're a male or female driver, it doesn't matter. You can call the cops on those people. Just FYI, you do not have to put up with that sort of harassment. You can call the police on them because they are not legally allowed to do that.
That's interesting, though.
It is interesting,
but then at I'm looking at this in so many different ways, right? It's like there's many times I've seen people switch immediately. Male or female, switch immediately, put on a great act for when the cops are here, you know? They put on this great act. They know how to cry. They know how to, oh my gosh, they try to force their way in, and, you know, and stuff like that, you know? Like even down to accidents. I've seen great actors and actresses, you know? And so I'm like,
there's a bunch of them like that.
You know, like even if you're right, Middleton, I'm just saying, like, suppose you do contact the authorities, and then now you find yourself in a situation where it's your word versus mine. It's just the same as I want to say about a year ago, I shared a driver's story where it was a leave it at the door situation. Try to see if you guys remember this. It was a leave it at the door situation, and the customer was on their way out while the driver was trying to take the picture. And then the customer saying, oh my gosh, you're taking pictures of me. And then they tried to, you know, well, I guess while they were in their underwear or whatever that they said, right? And they tried to get the driver deactivated for trying to get a picture of the food. I don't know if you guys remember that story. It was about a year ago, maybe a little bit more.
I do. I remember that.
Yeah. So in that case, why the questions were like, you know, why would you even come out of your home like that, you know? And if you did not receive that text or whatever it is that Uber or DoorDash or Grubhub sends to the customer Grubhub, there's no pictures. But I know between DoorDash and Uber, you could take a picture before you swipe deliver or mark it as complete. Why would you even come outside if you haven't received that yet? So it's like just knowing that, you know, people would make that attempt to come outside in their undergarments, and if we're still there, should we contact the authorities?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
I think it's a perspective type thing. If you're, you know, first off, if I go to deliver to any man and he answers the door naked, then as a man, I'm gonna see that he was trying to get some unwanted attention either from a female driver or something like that.
Right.
So I would probably report him. As a man though, and if a woman answered the door topless or whatever, I wouldn't engage with them, but I wouldn't be offended by it either. So I think it's a lot of the.
You better take that back, man. You better be offended. I would be offended. I would be offended.
Nothing happens.
I would say, hey, no.
I mean, maybe notify the app, but I don't know about calling the police. The police just seem to ruin everybody. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's a perspective thing. I mean, definitely you should probably notify the platform.
Yeah.
Police is a little extreme unless, like I said, if it was a guy that did it, I would probably report it to both.
Man, I've experienced some stuff. There's some real. I don't even want to give them a name, but there's some real bad stuff that goes on out here. I've had text messages sent to my phone when I'm trying to make a delivery. I'm like, hey, whoa, hey, don't be sending me that. Like I've had some stuff sent to my phone, man, and I ain't even make the delivery yet. Like, oh,
Right. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have ever done rideshare. Well, hopefully rideshare at least has, but I've had people try to, do stuff in my back seat, and I've had to pull my car over and be like, hey,
Not
this
here.
is a family car. There ain't none of that happening.
I hate when they do that. Oh my God, they get so drunk and they're back there. Oh my God, it's like, if you guys don't stop, I'm going to pull over. I said,
Yeah.
oh my God, I hate that. I had 2 girls one time trying that, and I'm like, are you serious?
Well, I've actually been kicked in the head as a driver from some girl trying to get in position to do some stuff to her man.
but wait, we gotta go to the chat really quick. We gotta go to the chat.
I need to get this shit.
Dirty Dan says topless is not illegal.
Yeah, I think that depends on your state. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, it depends on the state.
Now I know that
I would imagine you could do anything in your own house as long as you don't come outside. I would imagine.
Women can legally go topless in 6 states.
I'm
is
sure
what
New York's one of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, New Mexico, Kansas, and Oklahoma.
Oh, jeez.
hey, you
Yeah,
better
but that's outside,
you better
I would
delete that. Delete that search history.
I typed legality.
I'm talking about you, Middleton, and the wife. Why you looking up what states can women go topless? No,
Well,
you better delete
I
that.
had an experience recently too. If you don't excuse me, I mean interject, but I learned that you don't, when you pick up an order, you really don't know where it's going either.
Right.
I had an order where I took it to a nondescript building and ended up being a male strip club. And I walked in the back. I went to the back of the building, and this guy looked at me like, what I was doing here? And the back door was totally black. And I walked in there, and there were men and there were women there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that it was there. And they ordered from Grubhub. And and listen, I'm in the medical field and I've been there since 2000, but this is a little bit different. And I've worked in hospitals and clinics and, and I was not expecting that. And basically I thought it was like an ophthalmologist or optometrist office based on the name of the place. And I didn't see the sign because it was a hot, hazy, humid day. And, and it was I was eyeing from the side instead of the front, and it ended up being a strip club.
Yeah, just to put it out there as well, I did have a delivery to a male strip club as well. It was at first I didn't know what kind of club it was. I never saw it before, and then when they said that, oh, I'm by the bar, I was like, okay, So I walk in. I go to the front, the bouncer. I said I have a delivery. Then they had to search. And then they had to get somebody to walk me in since I had a delivery. I was like, okay. So I walk in, and the young lady was by the bar, like she said, but she had a man dancing. She had a man. Oh man, it was very awkward, man. But the man was dancing right there, and I'm trying to make this delivery. You know, it was just weird, man. And this was before leave it at the door. You know, and I just said, "Hey, give me my bag. Let me get up out of here." Anybody had a weird delivery like that? I know you just said that you had a delivery to a male strip club before, but anyone else? So everybody gonna go crickets, huh? Huh? Crickets? Middleton?
Because we laughing.
You know. Do you even have to ask if I've delivered to a strip club? Like, does anybody in the chat even remotely think I have never delivered to a strip club?
Hey, I don't know, man. Word is bond,
I'm
bro.
still trying to picture UDM in the strip club.
See, I was trying to be very polite and ask you if they gave you a tip, but
Actually, she tipped pretty well, to be honest with you, all of you.
Yeah.
She did.
no, I was talking about UDM's to his gentleman's club.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you were saying. But anyway, so for those that don't know what's going on right now, if this is the first time attending members only voice chat, you know, we're basically having a conversation with members in the voice chat, but you are able to chime in the live stream chat. And we do this every Friday night at 9 p.m. for about 45 minutes. They come with their own topics, and then we continue with the Gig App Life podcast at 10 p.m. So we're running on. We're about 6 more minutes, and then we're gonna go to a brief intermission. So as far as this pizza delivery dare goes, Middleton, I think you should do a little bit more research on it, man.
That's a lot of pizza delivery.
You know, to find out if it's staged or not. You know, if this is something for real that's going on in the XXX community. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is something real and we just didn't know about it. You know, but you should look into it, bro. Next Friday we should have some answers from Middleton. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I think that's a great idea. I'm ready for some updates.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I would like
Take
to get
all the
some
pizza
dash cam
deliveries.
footage as well.
You said
very
you want
worried
footage?
about what Middleton's gonna find.
Say that again, Star.
I'm very worried about what Middleton's gonna find because I bet this is gonna turn up real. Like, I feel like lately there's been so many ridiculous challenges on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard more ridiculous stuff than this that was real. So I bet this turns up real.
Yeah, this probably gonna be one of those too.
Yeah, I would not doubt that it was real to an extent. You know, it's just girls trying to get the 2 seconds, 3 minutes of fame, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, so anyone else? We have about 4 more minutes. Anyone else want to chime in? Something that they experienced this week, or or you just we're gonna start wrapping it up. Anyone else? Nobody else?
24 hours a day in everybody's market.
Say that again. You broke up just a little bit.
Is Instacart 24 hours in anybody else's market?
24-hour Instacart.
No,
They
not in my
said-
market.
They say it is, but we don't have anything that's open that late.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have like a convenience store that's open.
I'll say here in Chicago, I don't think it'd be as busy. I mean, I don't work with it personally, but close family members of mine work with it, and I believe it'd be open pretty late. I don't know 24 hours, but I do like the 24-hour like Jewels and stuff like that we have out here. I think they do have it, but it's rare. I mean, he told me once or twice. I can ask him next time I talk to him.
Okay. Well, there is something I want to talk about briefly, I guess, since I got about 3 more minutes. Have y'all seen the pause option on the Grubhub app? I'm assuming y'all have.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah, but I saw it for the first time on my phone in my market.
I think it only really affects people that are on block though. If you're not on block, you could just go offline.
Well, according
But I also think it's another way to control drivers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to be on block, you just go offline. I get that. But, as far as the lingo, when it said, like, want to take a rest, I think I like that, even if you're on block. Because off block, you can just toggle unavailable. I guess it works the same. But, just seeing if you want to take a rest in the lingo, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Want to take a rest after you've been delivering for 2 hours, you can pause your offers for up to 10 minutes. We'll let you know here when you're able to take a pause. I know my main reason for losing my blocks was because I did not want to be dealing with Grubhub constantly blinka, 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 bling in my ear, and while I was working other apps. So, I would, especially when I was online for a few hours and they weren't sending me anything. So when I allowed them to mark me absent, they ended up taking all my blocks away, just putting me on block restriction. So if I were able to pause my blocks or my orders from coming in, it's funny that they released this after they removed me from blocks. But anyway, I think it could probably work for people that don't want to keep toggling available, unavailable, available, unavailable as well, Middleton. Because
you can only do it once every 2 hours. So, like, if you pause it and then you unpause it, or it unpauses itself, you have to wait another 2 hours to use it again.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I get it. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, say, for instance, you're in a market where you're working off block, right? And Grubhub is busy enough, but you want to take a bit of a break. I feel like it could work in that sense as well. But who would want to take a 10-minute break? Is 10 minutes enough, though? I need about sometimes 20, 30 minutes, stretch my legs, walk around a little bit, call the wife, talk to the kids.
I think what they was going for is maybe people using the restroom, things of that nature while you're on block is what I believe that they were going for.
So who all right, so this is probably going to be a very uncomfortable question. Who takes 10 minutes in the bathroom? If you got to do number 2, I don't. I'm just being honest.
I know. Maybe they're watching World Star.
Yeah. Maybe they're watching World Star. Pizza delivery deer.
You gotta drive. You gotta drive somewhere. Get out, go in, take care of your business. Get back in your car to get ready to go. I mean, 10 minutes is fair.
10 minutes is fair. Okay. Well, I guess to you then. I guess bathroom could be my sanctuary.
Unless you're parked right in front of the gas station.
Okay. I guess that'll work. All right. So,
I remember back.
Go ahead.
I remember back in the day when we were doing schedules with Instacart, and our shift we were allowed a 15-minute lunch. So we would only have the one 15-minute lunch through our entire day.
Hey, Rod, Lisa, I don't mean to change the subject, but you sound a little stuffy. You okay?
I'm in bed. I'm feeling well. I'm good.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure. All right. I don't like it to hear y'all sound stuffy, So, okay. So, family, this is basically the members' voice chat. Okay, if you enjoyed it, you can hit the like button. We do this every Friday at 9 p.m. and then we roll over into the Gig App Life podcast. So at this time, I'm gonna make my exit. So I want to see all the members, everybody that's here. Okay, we got Gig Hustler, Joe Middleton, Matt B, Monique Milner, Rachel Lisa, Sarah Keston, Star. I want to thank y'all for joining the voice chat tonight. Hopefully y'all could come up with some more juicy topics next week, Friday. Real quick. All right, go ahead.
I just want to throw this out to all the people watching on YouTube. It's only $2. And we all watch UDM's video, so we should support him.
I appreciate that. I guess a lot of people are going through it right now, which is part of the reason why we're going to be talking about Spark versus DoorDash Walmart. We got to talk about that and some other stuff that we're going to dive into as well with Mrs. UDM. If she's not sleeping tonight, I hope she's watching. I hope she hears me. so, so with that said, family, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna be back at 10 p.m. for the podcast. Okay, so y'all be safe. If you want to go ahead and take a bathroom break for 10 minutes, if you want to pause your Grubhub, go ahead and do that right now. If you want to go ahead and knock out that order that you currently have, do that as well. If you got to take a bathroom break, do that as well. And we'll see you at 10. Have a good night, all members.
Good night.
Good night.
See you on the podcast.
All right, later on.
All right. So, thank y'all for tuning in, and it's time. Wait. Oh, there it is. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all at the podcast. What's up, delivery fam, and welcome to the Gig App Life podcast. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a few things, especially, well, I'm actually ecstatic. I'm happy that we have Mrs. UDM with us tonight. Say what's up, Mrs. UDM.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing?
It's been a long time since you've been on here. You been sleeping? I hope you're well rested.
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. So, Mrs. UDM, we're going to be joining us in the conversation tonight. We're going to be talking about, is Spark better than DoorDash Walmart deliveries? Is it wrong to share great payouts? So, with that said, let's not take much longer to dive into the topic, Mrs. UDM. I got to get you up on the screen before the crowd gets on my case.
Definitely.
On my
Guys, I'm not
case.
just sleeping. I have a very stressful 9 to 5, so it really takes a toll on me.
It really takes a toll on you.
Yes, it does. You know that.
Yeah, and you don't be wanting me to come out there and start trouble.
Yes.
I'm very protective over her. It is what it is. So let's get you up on the screen. How about that? Enough talking from me so we could get this going. And now I know the first part of it, you're not going to really be able to answer because you've never done Spark. All right. Have you heard of Spark, though?
No, I have not.
You've never heard of Spark?
No. Enlighten me.
So Spark is Walmart's delivery service.
Oh, okay.
So DoorDash, they would normally, they partnered with DoorDash a while ago, and a lot of drivers were not completing these orders because a lot of them had different reasons.
Okay.
Okay. Now, well, the major reason that I was hearing is some of the offers, when they would get them, we can't see what we're picking up.
Okay.
And then when the driver would get there, they have like how many cases of Gatorade, how many cases of water, and all this heavy stuff. And the pay is like $6, $7.
And that's on the Spark app.
And no, this is DoorDash.
Okay, DoorDash.
All right.
Okay.
Now, another reason is because drivers signed up for food delivery, not grocery delivery, cooked food delivery.
Got you.
And then they would get overloaded with grocery delivery from Walmart on DoorDash.
Okay.
So drivers was like, if it was balanced, then maybe. But it's like they just get overloaded with freaking Walmart offers. And they're like, you will see like 10 Walmarts and then one McDonald's. Another 10 Walmarts and then one PF Chang's. So drivers weren't really able to make the money that they were making once before when DoorDash partnered up with Walmart.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Walmart decides that they want to get into the gig delivery game. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just like UPS. You heard about UPS buying Roadie?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that.
I heard that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I guess she over there doing her little research when I'm not around. Anyway, so since you know about that, right? Okay. So imagine a lot of these big time companies, they're trying to get into some kind of gig economy type of deal. Mm-hmm. Now, maybe Walmart's deliveries weren't being completed by DoorDash because a lot of drivers hated Walmart deliveries. Okay. A lot of them. So we have a few here. We have a few here that I know for a fact that hated Walmart deliveries. And Kick Rocks. Okay. Kick Rocks hated Walmart deliveries. Okay. Now, anyway, so Walmart decides to start their own delivery service called Spark. Now, Spark, I'm hearing a lot of great things about Spark.
Okay. That's
and
good.
A lot of drivers are saying like it's more about the promos to me. Mm-hmm. What I'm hearing is they have great promos. Like I'm hearing like a plus $8, but I'm also hearing things like, when the driver goes, they're not getting orders in the promo, when they're sitting there waiting for the order. Oh. So as far as pay goes or the overall driver experience, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. And if someone could actually chime in, that's a Spark delivery driver, then, cool, but I'm hearing so many great things about Spark and so many bad things I've heard about DoorDash, Walmart. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what's the difference?
Gotcha.
You know, is it the promo that's the difference, or is there really a difference? You know, or is it the same? You know, what's your thoughts on that? Just thinking like, okay, it's Walmart delivery. Okay, Walmart delivery. I know you don't know about Spark, but Walmart delivery, everything that they sell in Walmart that could possibly be delivered. Okay. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's probably going to be better because it's Walmart and they want to stand up to their name. You know, a lot of people shop at Walmart. Walmart is a big store. But the breaker is probably going to be for me is doing Christmas time and Black Friday's coming up. So I really want to know how they're going to do with that in regards to
Spark?
Spark, managing all the orders, things like
60 inch.
that. How they're going to pay drivers. That's a big one for me too as well.
How they going to pay drivers?
Yes.
Spark. Let's read the chat just a little bit. I'm going to open up the lines. All my Spark people. We got a person here named Shata Henny.
Okay.
All right, Shata. Shata. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I know you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. All right, so we got a few Spark drivers, and I'm hearing a lot of great things about Spark, and I wanted to at least spark the conversation so we could see, you know, what their experience is like. I know Shata in the morning show, she chimed in and she shared some information about Spark, but now it's more about whether they're leaning away from DoorDash. I'm not hearing many DoorDash deliveries on Walmart as much anymore. So I just wanted to know, is it better? For all my Dashers out there, is Walmart better on Spark if you have Spark versus DoorDash? And I guess it's so popular, I signed up and they said, oh, no. So it's like I'm on a wait list.
Yeah. Because they know you deliver food, so they're like,
How they know?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure they all know each other. Hey, Matt Maloney. Yeah, they got this cat named UDM on YouTube. Yeah, he be talking about me, man. Hey, don't let him on yet. You can't just deny him, but don't let him on yet, because he gonna start talking about you. You know, I don't know. They be all talking to each other, I'm sure. Some kind of way.
I agree. Maybe
some business kind of conversation. But let's see here. Deliver with Taz says, I love it. Okay. Spark. Okay. All right. Spark got that spark in your heart, huh? Okay. Deliver with Taz. Anybody else with Spark? Trey says Spark always has offer bonuses. They always offer bonuses. Do you think, all right, so you being a Shipt shopper.
Okay.
Wait, by the way, how is Shipt? They're still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
I'm hearing, man, I tried to get on with Shipt, and they said, you already submitted the application, and we denied your ASS, so you're not coming back.
Yeah, they're strict. Yeah.
So you in on that. Listen, I'm hearing a lot of good things about Shipt.
Yeah. It's doing much better, I think, since a lot of the people who work in the summer have went back to their 9 to 5. They said the orders are a lot better. It's not as congested, things like that. So I plan to start back hopefully by November, December, because I know things are going to pick up, be a little bit more busier, the holidays, things like that. So I plan to get back into the groove of things.
You planning on doing a little bit of Amazon too?
Yeah. I'm trying to be nice, okay?
For all those that don't know,
Sugar,
Mr.
honey, iced tea, Amazon, okay?
Okay, all right. So for all those that don't know, Mrs. UDM was deactivated from Amazon, okay? And we've been trying to get her back on. We even waited a little while, like, hey, let's just wait a little while and let's sign up again and see what happens. But the kicker is, they don't want to allow her back on the platform, but what do you still get?
Emails every day saying they need drivers. Every day. And I blocked them and it still come through.
Yeah, you block them?
I blocked them. I'm like, why you guys keep sending me emails? You ain't let me back on the platform. You deactivated me because I'm BS. Yes, I'm upset. And now you want to keep sending me emails. No, leave me alone.
Okay, all right. So with Shipt, I mean, with Black Friday coming up, and you said you're planning on doing some shopping around Black Friday.
Yeah, probably before.
I spoke to a driver today, a shipped driver,
Okay.
and they had I think it was a 50-inch TV. You ready for that?
Ooh.
You not ready for that?
No, I ain't ready for that, but I'll figure it out.
They said they had a 50-inch TV that they were able to, I guess, open up their trunk. They had a very large trunk, put the back seats down, and put the TV in there. Maybe the 60-inch. I can't remember exactly what the inch were, but you sure you ready for that? Especially Black Friday.
Yeah, I'm ready. But they do help out. Some of the employees from certain locations, they'll help you if you need it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, well, I can't get on ship, so I don't know about that life.
Yeah, unfortunately. Right. So, but I'm eager. I want to start a little bit before Black Friday comes to kind of learn all the new things because they have a lot of new features on the app, as well as like the pay model change. I kind of got a little bit of that before I stopped shopping, but things have changed tremendously. So we'll see. Because, with the bonuses that they used to offer before, it used to be good to take those bonuses, but now they're saying it's not as great. It's kind of the reverse.
But I'm hearing like a few conversations I've had in the morning time, while you're at work.
Yes, 9 to 5.
And you know what? I want to ask you something. Is about the previous conversation I had with the members voice chat.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna ask you in a minute, but we'll come back to that. But anyway, so with I guess I lost my train of thought.
You were saying something with ship and the members. I mean, in the morning stream when I'm at my 9 to 5.
Okay, so they're in a season. Okay, I'm hearing things about, shipped right now might have been the season for them to get some really good payouts.
Okay.
Have you even turned on the app to see what they're offering? I'm hearing that sometimes they have like over 300 something in the queue or 1,200 in the queue.
Yeah, I've been checking the queue, but I haven't seen the offers because the thing is, if I have to put myself on the schedule, and once you put yourself on the schedule, you
do have a scheduling system.
So you do have that. So if you don't put yourself on the schedule, you won't really see, and then if you don't accept, then it goes against your rating. So,
I'm thinking you just open the app, go online, and then you just see what's there.
Yeah, you can kind of do that a little bit, but like I said, they changed it, so I haven't really been honestly playing in the app like that, so I don't really know.
Okay, so Dream Cloud says Spark is decent in my market. Most offers I receive average $35 to $40 for anywhere between 15 to 20 miles. I'm hearing some really great things about Spark, and I'm kind of mad that I'm on a waiting list.
Snooze, you lose.
But I'm UDM.
Yeah, but you waited too long. Everybody else beat you to the punch.
Hey, and Amy75V says, I do Spark also. I really like it. Lisa Reinhardt says they denied me too. See, we in the same boat. You should sign up.
I'm gonna try to sign up and see what happens. I'll probably get in because I have Ship.
If you get in before me, I'm gonna be mad.
But that's the same thing that happened with Ship. They denied you and then they let me in.
Well, I signed up before you though.
Yeah.
I signed up when I was back in the day when I was doing Uber alone, but a little while after I was just doing Uber. But I started signing up for other apps. They asked me to dress up and do an interview. Did you have to do an interview?
Yes, I did.
You did the interview?
Mm-hmm.
Some people saying you don't have to do that anymore.
Well, I don't think so. But my interview wasn't really an interview because I came off a referral. So it's somebody that's really, she does a lot and she's been with the company for a long time.
Oh, so you got the plug.
So, yeah.
You got the plug. What? Hook me up.
Okay.
Give them a call.
Okay.
And say, yo.
Yeah, UDM.
Yeah, get him on the platform. All right. So anyway, with that being said, there's a real serious conversation I want to have with not just you, but I want to have it with everyone here that's willing to participate in this conversation. It's about payouts. I had a conversation with someone this morning, Gig Hustler to be exact, and Gig Hustler in his market, he's making decent money. All right. Now, I know people are going through some tough times, right? And I'm going to open up the lines in a little bit, family, but people are going through some tough times. So let me see how you are going to respond to this, right? On Facebook, on Instagram, just about everywhere a driver can share posts about what they made. On Reddit, they can't put it on YouTube unless they do a video. But if they want to start a channel, they put it on a YouTube video and stuff like that, right? So the question is it wrong to share great payouts?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So the conversation I had with Gig Hustler this morning, it was like, he doesn't want to come off disrespectful. Mm-hmm. And my response to Gig Hustler was, there's always going to be someone. No, it doesn't matter what side. Like, say, someone is going to be for it, someone is going to be against it. Doesn't matter what it is. But do you feel like it's like a wrong time? Like, since it's slowed down so much for people, do you feel like it's wrong to share great payouts?
No, I don't think so. I think it's good to share great payouts. You can let people know how your market is booming and popping. Like any market, some days are better than the others, but I don't see an issue with sharing. I think it's a good idea. That's why they have these different communities for you to share. Different people share. Okay, I got this today. I got that. I work in this market. I'm here. I'm there. So I just consider it as networking and like, marketing. You're sharing the information. So others know, other drivers know in your area.
All right, so let me ask you this now. Ready?
Okay.
I was trying to set you up.
I know, always.
All right. So is it wrong for a driver to boast?
Boast in what way?
Sharing the screenshots. Boast and brag about the money that they're making.
I think it all depends on how whatever statement or how they put the information out there. Because how you put it out there, that's how people are going to perceive it. So if you put it out there and it's a way that you're boasting, then of course you shouldn't be boasting. But if you're just sharing and like, hey guys, look what I made in my, in my market today. That's something different. But some people do boast and brag. I think that's taking it a bit, far.
So boasting is unacceptable.
To me, it is.
But just sharing it
definitely
is acceptable.
Yeah, I think so. Just to kind of let people know what's out there in your market.
All right, so if
I know it kind of contradicts what I'm saying a little bit, but
not really. That's why I said there's both sides of the fence.
Yeah, definitely.
What I'm getting at is, okay, so if me being a creator, right? People come to me, they tell me about their experiences, right? And then I say, okay, well, sometimes people challenge me, right? And they say, oh man, it's slow. So then I go out there and I say, it ain't slow in my market, right? In my market, it's not slow. I've seen drivers, I've spoken to drivers in my market that would say something like, oh, it's slow, man, it's slow. And then I'll be like, it ain't slow. And then I go out there and I knock it down. I make all this like over 200, but it's a hustle. I might work a little bit longer, but I hustle for my money. Then I post, hey, it ain't slow. It's more like me proving, it ain't slow, right? But it could come off as boasting and bragging like, hey, I made this. But, to the driver, like, I couldn't make that.
Yeah, I think it's just all who's reading the post, because you could post something and, just sharing and they could think you're boasting. I think at the end of the day, it kind of gives people that are doing in the gig apps, give them hope. Because honestly, at first, I didn't really think about doing anything with the gig apps.
Yeah.
But then, I saw Shipped and I saw different things that you were posting about what you were making. Then you try Instacart. So I'm like, okay, let me try this.
Okay.
So if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have tried it.
So in the beginning.
Yes, exactly.
In the beginning, you see the payouts. You see like it's a great thing. Oh, man, he's making that kind of money. He's in my market. Oh, man, I'm going to try this.
Exactly.
Okay.
So like I said, it gives other people hope. And especially during these times, because a lot of people are really walking away from their 9 to 5 because it's stressful. And people are having breakdowns. It's a lot. The community, the world is dealing with a lot. So I think a lot of people, that could give them hope, like I can do something else on the side and still make money.
Okay, now check this out. Things have slowed down drastically.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes.
Okay.
Because financially, people have cut back.
Okay. Now, things have slowed down drastically, and a lot of drivers are frustrated. Notice how I'm talking to you. I know the chat, they're saying stuff, and I'm going to open up the lines in about a few minutes. I just want them to hear your voice. They say it's soothing. UDM, he yelled too much. Oh, my gosh. Mrs. UDM, her voice is so soothing. I could go to sleep to Mrs. UDM. What? What happened to my voice?
Oh, here you go.
Huh? Anyway, go ahead. What was I asking you something?
Yes, you were.
Okay,
Finish.
all right, my bad. All right, so a lot of things have slowed down with, food delivery with Instacart. There's a strike that's supposed to take place tomorrow. Did you know about the strike?
Yes, I did. We talked about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You don't be here, so I don't know. I can't remember when the last time you was here.
Jokes,
I got to throw them jabs. For all those that's trying to be, leave Mrs. UDM alone. I got to throw them jabs, okay? I got to throw them jabs because, when we done, I got a lot to deal with after the fact. So anyway, since things have slowed down a bit, right? A lot of drivers seem to be a little bit more frustrated. They're going back to W-2s. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they're looking for that security. And a lot of them confide in me for guidance. Mm-hmm. They look for this guidance as, so I'm trying to put out content to help them. I don't know if anyone else is putting out content to try to help them, or I don't know. I'm not really watching other creators' content as of these last few days. I've just been focusing on mine, but it's like, I just wanted to, ask you, do you feel like the level of frustrations that drivers are dealing with at this moment can cause them to look at just anything with, like, say, another driver making more money? They're automatically going to feel like that's boasting or bragging.
Yeah, I do. That's what I said. People, their minds have shifted a lot. Mm-hmm. And, any little thing triggers people these days. So I do think that sometimes if somebody is frustrated in their market and they're not making as much money, then that may frustrate them and they may think you're coming off as boasting, especially if they're struggling to make ends meet and things like that. So that's why I always, like we always talk about that you should have more than one app. So maybe if food delivery is not working for you, maybe doing something else, maybe doing Amazon. We know Amazon is not slowing down. They're trying to hire more drivers and they're opening more warehouses as well. Yeah. So maybe going to do that, something else. Maybe looking at Roadie or what's the other one? You do it as well.
Dispatch?
Yeah, Dispatch.
All right. So let me ask you this. Okay. Remember I got out of the hospital. And I could not go back to work until I provided a negative test.
Yes.
All right, remember that? Mm-hmm. Remember that struggle, right?
Yes.
And now that I have Mrs. UDM on the microphone, do you remember how many tests I took to try to get a negative test after the fact?
It was quite a bit. I would say probably 5.
And I got it was all positive, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I could not get a negative test after the fact.
Yes.
It was 3.
Oh, it was 3. Okay.
It felt like 5 because I went so many damn times.
You did.
But the thing is, I was frustrated. I wanted to go back to work. I wanted to catch up on a lot of the things that we fell back on, mm-hmm. right? And going back to work, I did notice the slowdown. So I immediately relied on the other app that, you see that I get a few orders a day and so on and so forth.
Definitely.
So I felt the need to put this information out there, not the app per se, but put the information out there to everyone, right? And I really want you to kind of like fill me in on how you feel about the way I did it, right? It's not about me, but I feel like, there's the group of people that are frustrated. And then there's a group of people that, I'm going to get my money,
definitely.
So I'm one of those people, I'm going to get my money, right? So I decided to put out a video about the catering app.
Yes. Search
for a catering app and, maybe you'll have one in your area or maybe have possibly the same one that I'm not disclosing the name because I don't want to oversaturate. Since everyone is kind of going through like this little slow time, I don't want to have people just signing up to the app in my area, whatever other area, and then, I lose out on my money. And at one point, that's what I was, running on.
Definitely.
Since after the hospital.
Yes.
Right? So I put the information out there, and I got a little bit of a backlash.
Oh, wow.
Some people got upset that I wasn't telling them the name, but I told them how to search for it.
Yes.
I even said like, hey, go to Indeed.com.
Yeah.
I said,
so you're indirectly telling them.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, go to Indeed, use the keywords, like an independent contractor, catering, stuff like that. So I'm indirectly kind of telling them, but I'm not telling them the exact app that I'm using.
Yeah. of course.
And
Because
I
people
got
are used to you sharing, so that's why.
They're used to me sharing, so I spoiled them. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So it's my fault.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, they're used to a certain type of behavior, so from you, or you giving them the information, so that's why some people probably got offended.
Okay. I guess I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then me sharing, get a catering app, and then me showing that I had a catering order. A lot of people were getting, I guess, frustrated with the fact that I was sharing that. So it came off as me boasting and bragging and laughing in their face, huh?
Yeah, probably to some people. Because
See?
you're not sharing, so. But then you keep promoting this and talking about this, and you indirectly telling me how to get it. Some people don't read things indirectly. Sometimes they can't get it, so they want to know.
So even if I tell them, hey, do this and search for it.
Sometimes you tell me to do that, and I'm like, I don't know. So,
Okay, all right. I see it.
Just trying to get you to see it from a different perspective.
Yeah,
that's all.
and that's why I asked. Genuinely asking the wife, hey, listen, this is what's been going on online, and I'm trying to understand this. I just wanted to ask her and for her to give me an honest opinion on live about this situation, because I do know a lot of people are struggling.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I'm also thinking, like, I got to catch up.
Yeah, I do. I understand it from both sides. I understand it from the viewer side, and the subscribers, as well as I do understand it from your side too, as well. Because until you're put into that situation, like, we had no idea that you was gonna test positive.
Yeah.
Be out, be in the hospital. Just things happen just so fast. So,
Yeah.
But I just think with all of that, it changed our perspective, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to talk about it and share it on the channel. So if it happens to someone else, they will be better prepared than we were.
Yeah.
So they know not to make that mistake. It's not really a mistake, but just being better prepared.
So me being this influencer, let me ask you this last question. Okay, then we're going to open up the lines after this last question. She got to give me the answers. I don't have all the answers. Okay, I'm being honest here. Okay, so let me ask you this. As an influencer, and you said that I pretty much was one way, sharing, right? And then all of a sudden, I come back from Rona, I get a catering app, and now I'm not sharing. I understand how it comes off to the viewer, right? So me being an influencer, do you feel I should continue the way that I've been doing with the catering app and not sharing it because I'm trying to not risk oversaturation on the app? Or should I share it and make everybody else feel better, since that's how I've been doing things?
Honestly,
No, I won't. Wait.
Honesty.
Don't just answer. Okay, I gotta butter this one up, y'all. Don't just answer. Okay, I want you to understand it from
Your
our perspective. No, not my perspective. Our perspective offline. When I go to work, I gotta make money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now you go ahead and answer.
At the end of the day, I feel you have shared the information, but you shared things indirectly. So sometimes we got to do a little research. Like, you want to perfect your craft, you got to put in the work. You got to study. Like, I'm trying to do something else on the side. I have to study. I got to watch videos. I got to learn. I can't expect every person that I come across who's in the business to lay everything out on a silver platter. I got to do some things too for myself. So I just think that, the viewers, they're spoiled and they're expecting certain things, but it's okay. You can learn and do some research. You gave it to them indirectly. You can go and figure it out and get it done.
Okay.
So that's just my thoughts. Being honest.
All right. Well, I thank you. All right, family, we're going to go into the whole Spark conversation again. If you want to chime in about Spark, or if you want to chime in about this current conversation that we're having, about sharing great payouts. I've seen payouts on Facebook about, like, with Grubhub, like $500 payouts. But they were like extra large orders, catering orders, I've seen those large payouts. I've seen 100 plus, I've had drivers call in and share how they've made this amount of money on one order, and, I want people to chime in. But before we open up the lines, all right, I want to ask you, Mrs. UDM, if I did an internet search about a pizza delivery deer, okay, and you found out that it was very inappropriate, how would you respond? Like looking into a pizza delivery deer, right? I shared it on Discord. You're gonna have to go watch it yourself. It's basic. I ain't want to talk about it here, but it's about some people doing some things with no clothes, and to pizza delivery drivers or delivery drivers. So I wanted to know, if you saw me looking at this, how would you respond?
You really want me to answer that?
Yeah, I want you to answer it. I want you to answer it.
Of course, I would see it as being disrespectful.
So what if they sent it to me though? Like somebody sends it to me and they say, "Hey, we want to talk about this."
Okay, well, that's different. If somebody sends it to you and you want to check it out and see what it is to get more information, okay, I get that. But if it's like every day you checking it out, you trying to see and get more information every single day, then that's a problem.
So how many times can I replay it? Y'all should see how she's looking at me. How many times can I watch it to gain all the info that I'm trying to collect?
You better get it the first time and that's it. You trying to have your Monday morning stream with your eyes closed shut, both of them, huh?
You haven't seen the video?
No, I have not.
All right, in a nutshell, they're answering the door with nothing on purpose.
I figured.
And it's a pizza delivery deer.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting, y'all. And she ain't talking about it no more. She already told me, "Hey, listen, this is where it cuts off. This
Some
is it."
people do that anyway on a regular basis, just to any driver. Some people don't care. They're just free. They open the door.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's open up the lines. At this time, we're going to open up the lines for y'all, family. Kathy Garten says, "Smack him, Mrs. U."
Yeah, exactly. He's about to come on Monday with his eyes, both of them closed shut.
You ain't going to do me like that.
No.
You would do me like that?
We keep our hands to ourselves. No.
Yeah, okay. Unless I get you really upset, huh?
No, even then.
No, but when you was prego with Ezzy, no, it was Messiah. When you was prego with Messiah, I thought you about that life. What? I annoyed her a few times. I just wanted some attention.
Yeah, I think I did jump out the car when I was pregnant with him too.
You what?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yes, you did.
What you
I
say?
had road rage, and the man almost hit me. Oh no, I was pregnant with Ezra, I think.
You was pregnant with Ezra.
Yeah.
And Messiah was in the back seat.
He almost hit me on the side.
When I heard you say jump out the car, I was like, jump out the car? When it was moving? When that happened? That's the first thing came to mind. All right, so I do know, you was on 10. All right, so at this time, family, we're going to put the number up on the screen. We could talk about Spark. We could talk about Grubhub's pause feature. We could talk about Instacart. I'm gonna put a screenshot up on the screen, and I'm gonna ask Mrs. UDM, will she take it? Okay. Since she still got Instacart, I'm gonna put this number up on the screen: 754-399-3941. Go ahead and call us. Okay, do that right now. Seven 754-399-3941. And I know I haven't been reading the chat much, but I will be, okay, in a minute. Just give me a minute. We have a caller in the queue, but the number is 754-399-3941. You ready to take a call, Mrs. UDM?
Of course.
You ready? Ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's take this first caller. Thank you for calling. Who are we speaking to? Hold on. Talk to us. Who are we speaking to?
This is Star. Hello, UDM, and hello,
this is
Miss
Star.
UDM.
Star.
Hello. How you doing, Star?
What's up,
I
Star?
am doing pretty good, and I just want to say before I share what I wanted to say, everybody, I hope you're enjoying the new format. You heard me during the first hour, which was the members hour, and for all the members, if you're a new member and you don't know what's going on, the first hour we talked. We all did in a voice chat on Discord. Of course, you can still stay in a text on YouTube. But for any members that are watching right now that might not know, please join UDM's Discord server and join us for the first hour on Friday night.
All right. Thank you for that, Star.
No problem. But anyway, the reason I wanted to call in, I had to take a few minutes and I had to defend you in regards of sharing content. Because UDM, you are one of the most transparent people I know. And I have no idea why anybody would say that you don't share enough. Because here's the thing, I have to say this. I want everybody to understand. We've all dealt with a lot, this past year and a half with the whole pandemic. And UDM has been one of the most transparent people. You shared, you having to go to the hospital. You shared what happened while you were in the hospital. And so many people, are you comfortable, talking about, your experiences when you literally came close to death? UDM is one of the most transparent people I know. And the fact that UDM has been willing to share that with us, you need to think a moment before you criticize UDM over not sharing it.
Well, to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of the people that that say that I'm say for instance, I've been called many names. I feel like a lot of them, they haven't had time to digest my content or even watch my content, but they're so used to other people that they might have watched for a while, and those people, they consider those people to be the names that they call or they attempt to call me. So it's like, sometimes people say I'm doing things for views. Now, YouTube is a platform where you have to try to get some views. So you have to write a compelling title. You have to create a thumbnail that makes a person want to click. So, but it has such a bad rep with the clickbait. People used it so badly that it's just now YouTube it seems as if you're a creator, you're just a person that's trying to make money off of the viewer. When in all reality, it's just that's what the platform is for. You make content, people like your content, they hit the like button or the dislike button. If they want to see more of the content, they hit subscribe. But I don't feel like, a lot of those people that feel the way that they do, I don't feel like a lot of them actually gave me a chance to get to know me. There's some people that I've had personal conversations with some people that looked at me one way before, but then it turned into something else after. I had to laugh. I don't know if this person's watching, but Mrs. UDM, I think I shared this with you. Someone texted me, and I was in the hospital, and I was dealing with the Rona for the entire while that they texted me. So I wasn't really responding to any messages. And then they cursed me out while I was in the hospital.
No.
They cursed me out through text messages. And I don't want to make it's not a race thing, but they said that I only try to help white people. And I'm like, when a person reaches out to me, I don't know what their ethnicity is. I don't know whether they're white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. but they cursed me out.
Wow.
I can show it to you after the fact, but they cursed me out, And to be honest with you, while I was dealing with it in the hospital, I said, I cursed them back out too.
You did.
But I gave them the information that they were seeking, but it's just the fact that they felt like I wasn't responding to them because I only respond or I only help, quote unquote, white people. Like why would you think that about me? It's not something I take personally. I didn't take it personally. I just cursed them back out as a game, and we ended on a good note. But it's just, why would you think that I'm only trying to help one group of people? No. If I'm not responding to you, it's a reason. But I feel like that person might have taken whatever experience they had previously with another creator. They just took it out on me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe they were having a bad day or frustrated and they were trying to get some answers from you and they felt like you just wasn't answering.
Just brushed them off, right?
Exactly. But not really knowing the seriousness of the situation that you were dealing with.
They didn't know I had Rona.
Exactly. They didn't know exactly what you
And
were
when
doing.
I told them I did, oh, I'm so sorry. They apologized. But at the end of the day, I really do feel like a lot of that takes place. A lot of people, they come into the comment section and they just treat me as the creator that they hate. Where even though they don't know my content, they don't know me as a person at all. So I want to thank you for even just calling and sharing that from your perspective, Star. Definitely appreciate you for doing that. At least I didn't plan this. You just chose to do it. So I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you did. Well, before I go, I want everybody to know, UDM, you have listened to me. I know we've had many conversations offline. Mm-hmm. And for anybody that remotely thinks of, any bad thoughts about UDM, just reach out to UDM. UDM will talk to you. UDM is one of the most open people. And I want to say one more thing before I get off here.
Okay.
UDM, you've made, countless videos where, you say, try something. But then like at the start of the next year, you'll say, all right, let's try something else for this next year.
No.
Like you have been willing to give other apps, different times of day.
Yeah.
A new shot. You've even been willing to like do strictly one app so you can meet the qualifications, like with Top Dasher, so you can see what that's like.
Yeah.
UDM has experimented heavily for us, and that's taken a lot of time, and UDM deserves a lot more credit. But anyway, I'll hop off here. I'll give someone else the floor. Look, I was just angry that, that there were people that, were criticizing you unfairly, and I had to defend you.
All right, I appreciate that. It comes with it. Some people will always have something negative to say. I've had people say, oh my gosh, 9 minutes for that information? Okay. Thank you for watching all 9 minutes.
Yeah, and I hope that some other people will call in. I'll get back to the chat. Y'all are both awesome, and thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
Thank you so much for calling in. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. We have another caller in the queue. We have 2 more in the queue. So if you're in the queue right now, just be a little patient. Thank you for being patient for 7 minutes and 6 minutes. All right. Next caller in the queue. Thank you for calling the Gig App Life podcast. Who are we speaking to?
Oh, hey, this is Smackin'.
What's up, Smackin'?
AZZ.
Smackin' AZZ.
Nothing, man. How's everybody doing today?
All right.
Great. How are you?
I am doing just fine because, actually, this is almost kind of like a praise report, but I put my little cousin onto your videos, right?
Okay.
And she's been multi-apping like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing of it is, she's made some decent money. She's only 19, but how you set up your videos and everything, it's praiseworthy. I mean, it's like she actually listens to what you're saying, and she pays a lot of attention to your videos. But what I also want to know about Spark, because I signed up for it and I'm on a waiting list too.
I'm on there too, bro. You're not alone. Mrs. UDM ain't even signed up yet. You signing up right now? You ain't signed up yet? Okay, all right. You gonna sign up later?
Okay, I was about to say because if she got it that quick. No, but here in Myrtle Beach. No, honestly, but here in Myrtle Beach, like look, there's a Walmart on every corner, or the grocery Walmarts, or the what do you call it, the super Walmarts, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they were trying to send me all the way down to Charleston, which is probably about I must say maybe about 45 minutes away. But I don't see how people are getting on Spark so quick. It's blowing my mind because I signed up for this like maybe about 3 months ago, and my car insurance is good. I even got the extra because this morning I guess one of the guys that called in about the extra insurance that you put, or I guess the commercial insurance on top of your car insurance, and I even did that, and I've emailed Spark or whatever, but I'm still waiting. So I don't understand. I mean, like, what am I doing wrong, or is it just a waiting game? And when your number comes up,
sometimes that's what it is. It's just a waiting game because it's like with Amazon. Let me just say this real quick. Amazon, I ended up waiting when I first tried to get on. I had to sign up for a second time. I was waiting on Amazon for about a year before I was even able to, consider signing up again. And then after signing up again, it took maybe like a couple of months or maybe a couple of weeks, but then I was able to get on.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know, maybe the whole delivery thing is being tested in certain markets and it's not everywhere just yet. So for instance, it might be, how far is that location that they're trying to send you to?
That, like I said, it's probably about like 45 minutes away.
45
minutes away.
So maybe they have it over there, but not in your area yet.
Well, okay, so basically, some of these apps are just testing out different markets one at a time.
Sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes they release it like slowly into different markets. They want to make sure that they have enough drivers in one area that meets the demand of, for grocery delivery or whatever type of delivery that Walmart provides. And then they expand and they move to the next market and they do the same thing and let it build up and they move to the next market. Because also when they open up in certain markets, right, does not just because you're on a waiting list does not mean that they have enough drivers. Sometimes they just haven't launched yet, but you're signing up, so they want you on that waiting list, So when they do launch in your area, then cool. And I think it's all based on your address as well, because like you said, Walmart there's a Walmart in every community, and sometimes there's multiple. How many Walmarts we got, Mr. UDM? Just from university to to like 75.
Oh, probably about 4. I know off the top of my head.
It depends on how far north you want to go. I know there's one on University, and going straight back, there's another one on Pines, Flamingo.
Yeah. And then it's a smaller one if you go
north on Douglas. Mm-hmm. There's a smaller one. Yeah. So there's about 3. All right, go ahead.
No, because where I live at, in a 10, maybe let's just say a 10-mile radius, you got about 12 Walmarts plus. I mean, including the little grocery ones or whatever, you got 10 or 11 Walmarts. So I'm not getting it because my wife, she'll order from Instacart all the time, and sometimes there's a delivery driver from Walmart. I'm guessing it's Spark, or sometimes like for smaller items, DoorDash will deliver it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not exactly sure what Walmart is doing, but I mean it's like. To me, it doesn't make any type of sense because I mean I would think if I ordered cat food, DoorDash will bring it, but say like if we order in $200 or $300 of groceries and have it delivered, it will be Instacart or somebody from Walmart itself delivering those groceries. So I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
Or maybe I just got used to DoorDash. Yeah, maybe I just got used to DoorDash, and because because it only took me an hour to sign up. I mean, back in the day, because it was 2019 when I signed up for DoorDash or whatever.
Right.
And it took a day or two, and they ran my license, insurance.
Yeah, DoorDash seems to be pretty fast about it. DoorDash seems to be pretty fast about it. Uber can be very fast as well. Just depends on the market and depends on, I guess, who's working that day. That's what I like to say. It depends on who's working that day. But I do have two other callers in the queue. Anything else you want to say to the family before we open the lines back up?
I just want everybody to drive safe. Oh, and that silence, when you were talking about that video, this UDM, that silence, I could see in that, I guess in your avatar, you side-eye him from the phone, because it happens to me a lot. So blink twice if you need help, UDM. Okay, just blink twice, real fast.
I blink twice, bro. You ain't see it.
Blink twice.
I'm blinking twice.
All right, man.
Well, I'm on my 8th blink now.
Have a good night. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Thanks, bro. Have a good one. All right. You too. All right, let's get the next caller on the line. I done blinked by 15, 20 times. I'm going to need some help. Thank you for calling the Gig App Life Podcast. Who are we speaking to?
Hey, UDM, it's Jixer, FTW.
Jixer, what's up, brother? How you doing? Do you have Spark?
Hey, man. Good. How about, yeah, just got home from work, man. But listen, I'm thinking that tonight might be UDM Appreciation Night or something, because my call is somewhere along those lines as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. What about Mrs. UDM? She over here looking jealous. She looking kind of jealous over here, man. Mrs. UDM.
Well, hey, it's actually a thank you to both of you for the show you guys put on, man, because of your lives, and it's actually something that I saw in your comment in the live chat. It wasn't even anything you mentioned or anything like that. So I want to say about a week and a half ago, I was in one of your lives. I was looking at the chat as it's going, and someone mentioned InstaWork, right?
Yeah.
And I had never heard of InstaWork ever. So I looked it up right away because I read it on the comments, and I happened to recommend it to my brother, who has been out of prison for 5 months. He did a 12-year sentence, and he jumped on InstaWork, and today was his second gig he booked. They have that same location has booked him for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And he has work that is not discriminating against him because of what he looks like and his criminal background.
Awesome.
So indirectly, because of the chat and because of you simply going live, I was able to help him out, and he has his own place. He feeds his family through that and everything. So I just wanted to thank you guys for what you guys do, man. You guys are helping a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing a good job. We're serving our purpose, Mrs. UDM.
Definitely. We're trying to help everybody out because we all are here for the same purpose. We're all trying to survive and take care of our families. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you, and you guys get ready for them big blessings coming your way, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big smiles. She over there cheesing.
All right. You guys have a good night.
All right. You have a good one as well, Jixer.
Be safe. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. We have two other callers in the queue. We're going to take these two calls, and we're going to start wrapping it up, family. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Okay? But let's take this next call. Thank you for calling the Gig App Life Podcast. Who are we speaking to?
Hey, what's going on? This is Deliver with Taz.
Deliver with, bro. Oh my gosh, you don't know this guy, but you still in Vegas, bro?
Yeah.
Deliver with Taz been around for like how many years, man? About what, 2 years, 2-3 years?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and then you just kind of like disappeared, and then you came back, and I was like, oh, Deliver with Taz. Then you disappeared again, and you came back, and like, oh, Deliver with Taz. I'm like a fanboy, bro. What's good, though? Talk to us.
Nothing much. I was calling in about the Spark situation. All right, so in my market, Spark is set up at certain Walmarts, mostly all neighborhood Walmart, and one big Walmart, the Supercenter.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other Walmarts have Uber Eats and DoorDash. So different Walmarts out here have different contracts depending on the location.
Okay. So it's
and
not
as far as the pay.
So Spark. So okay. Since Spark is a separate entity from Walmart, they have to create contracts with each Walmart to have delivery through Spark.
No, each Walmart has to have because right now Walmart started off with DoorDash and Postmates.
Right.
When Uber Eats bought Postmates, Uber got that contract with certain Walmart. So, and that's mostly all the super centers in my market. So all the neighborhoods didn't have no contract. All the neighborhoods belong to Spark.
Okay.
And then as far as the pay, Spark pays the same as DoorDash. It just Spark's going to automatically give you an extra, what they call it? It's called an extra courtesy fee for either getting there on time, waiting, anything you do. If you deliver it on time, you get it to the store on time, they give you extra pay. So your pay will always be higher than DoorDash and Uber Eats.
So do you have the right to accept and decline, or is there like a minimum? Do you have to put yourself on a schedule? I don't know much about Spark.
With Spark, pretty much, you don't even have enough time to even think about rejecting it because the orders go away so quick because it's so lucrative out here. Like, everybody loves Spark, so you don't even have enough time to even look at the store you're going to. You got to hurry up and select it, then choose if you want to do it. But you do have the option if you do want to go to the store. If you don't want to go to the store, you call customer service, let them know. They can remove it. If for some reason the order get canceled, you get paid for cancel orders. You get paid for returning back to the store if the customer not home or if you don't feel safe leaving a package or the groceries at the house. You get paid for everything with Spark.
You hear this, Mr. Drew?
Yeah, that's good.
You get paid for everything. You make a left, you get paid. You make a right, you get paid. You stop at the stoplight, you get paid.
So my question is, usually when you have to return an item back to the store or items back to the store, usually what's the payout? Maybe $5, $6?
I guess it determined based on miles.
Okay, so based on how far you've already...
Yeah.
Okay.
So they pay well based on miles? Like say pay from miles to pay ratio, pay to miles ratio. How do Spark offers look?
All right, so the offers come up. They can come up like all offers now are curbside. That means all the employees come to your car and put it inside your car, except for orders that's called .com orders, and that's the orders that customer place on the website.
Yeah,
but they don't know what's coming that day.
Yeah,
they'll place something on. Yeah, they'll place something online. Think it's gonna come next week, and it comes the same day.
So what about from like miles to pay ratio? Like, do they send you like $20 going 20 miles or $20 going 2 miles? What's an offer? What does an offer look like?
So pretty much, Walmart. It's so many Walmarts, so you would never have to go that many miles unless you do .com. But you pretty much should get like a $13 order to go across the street. Like, or behind Walmart. All the neighborhood Walmarts and places are so close. It's like that's why everybody's on Spark, because you can pick up at all pickup is at 45, so 7:45, 8:45, 9:45.
All right.
You pick up at 45. You can deliver everything by that 0 o'clock, so 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then you got time to get more offers. So
that's what's up.
The farthest I drove is like probably 13 miles, but that was 2 orders, and it was like a $15 trip, and that's without the tip.
Oh, you could get tips too?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
so now what they introduced to us is now they show the tips up front now. Even though the tips come 24 hours later, they show us the tips like at the offer time. So you'll see offers for like $34, $50 with the tip.
Okay.
That's a buy-in. That's usually how they start off.
So let me ask you this. Deliver with Taz. Okay. It sounds great. Everything you're telling me, you get paid for this, you get paid for that, you get paid. And we about that money, you know? Just got paid Friday night.
Here you go.
All right. So anyway, what I'm going to ask you is like basically the title of the video. Since you are a dasher, I don't know when the last time you dashed, but you are a dasher that I know. And have you ever done Walmart on DoorDash?
Yeah.
So to compare the two apps, DoorDash experience on Walmart and Spark experience on Walmart, which one would you prefer?
Me personally, I would prefer Spark because the payout is way higher. You know exactly what you're getting. Spark right now, I just completed 15 deliveries just to get a guaranteed $300.
15 deliveries for $300.
Yeah, guaranteed. So I made like 150, and then they gave me 150, and that's without tips. So I made more than 150, but without tips, they paid me 150 more on top of what I made. So right now, I only worked 4 days, and I'm already at $700.
Oh, wow. That's great. You know, also Vegas, they have a lot of tourists there too as well. So people ordering and all kind of other things too. So
I'm comparing it to Uber. Uber sent me a guaranteed $320 for 40 deliveries. And he doing his in what, 15?
Dang.
Yeah, so pretty.
That ain't
So
cool,
Spark
man.
is, if you can get a schedule, or not schedule, but if you can get a offer and you in good hands, I wake up in the morning, turn my phone on at 6 o'clock, and all orders come in at 7:15, and your first pickup is at 7:45 at the store.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you for all the information you provided. A lot of people in the chat. Well, I saw a few comments with someone saying like, you know, they thank you for all this information about Spark. I'm trying to find that comment now. I think it's CJ. Thanks, caller, for all this info about Spark in Las Vegas. So, CJ, you got to, you know, anything else you want to say to the family before I take the next caller?
Nah, I'm just wrapping up my GoPuff right now. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. All right. Go Puff. All right. I need to get back on Go Puff then. Because everybody talking about Go Puff now.
Okay.
You know what Go Puff
Spark
is?
and GoPuff is the number 2.
Go Puff is like snacks.
The best 2 apps.
You want a Powerade? You want some cheese puffs?
Oh, okay.
You want some cheese puffs? All right, we're going to order. We're going to have them delivered here.
Oh, okay.
You know,
$10 for
some
cheese puffs.
You want some Cheez-Its? Yeah, you want some candy? You know the little sour straws?
No, I want my birthday cake that you open. Exactly.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling and sharing all that info. Deliver with Taz. All right, no problem, bro.
Good night.
You guys have a wonderful night.
You too. Thanks.
All right, have a good one. Wait. Before you go, can you hear me? Did you hang up?
Yeah, I'm here.
How the kids, man?
Man, the kids is doing well, and I just got my first son, so.
You got your first. High five to the camera, bro. Welcome to the daddy and son club, I guess.
Oh, my heart goes out to the queen.
No.
Yeah,
them boys are
4
rough,
girls
boy.
and 1 boy.
4 girls and 1 boy. That man, he was an older boy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
4 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah, the queens who run the world.
Yeah. All right, Taz, have a good one, bro. Be safe out there.
All right, you guys take it easy.
All right. All right, and here goes the last caller, family. The last caller in the queue. Thank you for waiting 10 minutes, caller. You are appreciated. But now you are on the line. Who are we speaking to?
This is Shata Henny.
Oh, see, this is the one I was talking about. Okay. She watched Jamaican movies and she drank Hennessy.
Oh Lord, here you go. People business out there.
No, it's just her name, Shata Henny.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
All right. Is she a musician?
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
What's up, Shata?
I just wanted to touch on two things.
Okay.
I want to thank you for this little catering thing. Look, people are just, they want to be spoon-fed, and then I know some people may not be good at research, but it is what it is. We got to get our bread, and we got to be able to go out and get our own stuff. Because I took all of the context clues, and I definitely found what I was looking for in my area. I'm like, shoot, I wonder if it's the same thing he found. I don't know, but I'm going to keep it to myself. But I just appreciate that, you know, you even put, in my opinion, it's so obvious. It's like, I don't know how y'all couldn't find what's going on because you gave a whole lot of context clues, in my opinion. This is my opinion. You said a whole lot. Like, I was like, oh, I was like, dang, everybody's going to find it, but I guess that's not true. But I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Because I did my first delivery this morning, and yeah, I like it. I have another one scheduled Monday so far. We'll see what else I get. And so.
Okay. All right.
And as far as Spark, you know, last time I was talking about Spark, and it's just crazy how different his area is than my area because I do love Spark, but it's not busy out here like that yet.
Yeah.
And the details of what he was talking about, it's just different out here, you know, like I think it depends on your market because I can't see a way to make $300 yet, but if it got busy, definitely. And you know how, like he said, it's like, I guess they cool it where, like, whoever snatches the order first, like, they send them directly to my phone. But they also do send me random orders also that are like that, where it's like, come first, it's called a first come, first serve. But they still send active orders to my phone. But maybe it's just like that for now because it's not busy out here yet.
Right.
So maybe I just got to endure that and ride that wave until it, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely different, but it's still a good app out here, and I do prefer it over DoorDash. I just wish it was busier because I'll still, you know, dash in my area to definitely supplement, you know.
Okay. So let me ask you this. The second question in the title, you know, is it wrong to share great payouts? Are you motivated by seeing someone else making some really good money on a certain app? Or are you like, man, why are you boasting and bragging?
I am motivated by that. I mean, even like the reason why I got dispatched, because I had thank you for that when I came on the first time, last time or whatever. And the reason why is because I was like, man, I'm signed up for all these ads. They're just all right. Yeah. But when you went on your route and you showed us, you were like, you know, oh, this is what I made. I was like, oh, well, let me sign up right now. And I found it that day. And I had my interview with the dude that day because this was before COVID. So they were still doing like the interviews in person and all that. I don't know if they were doing that in this area, but yeah, they were doing it, you know, like that out here. And I immediately jumped on it because I saw the success in it. And I think that it's just some people are afraid of success and some people run towards it. And there's nothing you can really do about that. Right. You happen to be a person that wants to run towards it. You want to share it. Other people that run towards it are going to appreciate it. And the ones that don't get it, they just won't get it. And, you know, so I don't think there's a problem with I think there is a way. I'm not gonna lie. I think there is a way, because I'm also like on Facebook groups for like different apps or whatever. And you do get people that you can tell like they're either trolling because they'll post like fake payouts, like numbers that you could tell it's Photoshop. Like you just could tell like they're gaslight, like you're just gassing people like it's But that's not what's going on in your world. So it's like for a person like you, cool. But like I do see where other people just mostly on like Facebook groups, that's where I see people like trolling and whatever. But so what? That's just life, you know?
Well, I think the frustration came from the fact that I was refusing to share the name of the catering app, because it really started when I really started sharing about catering and showing how large of an order I had and different things like that. I feel like it came with that, and some people, well, like you said, some people aren't good at doing research, and they would have rather me just keep it to myself and not say anything, versus putting it out there and kind of like, hey, I made this amount using this catering app that I'm not gonna tell you what the name is. You know, it's almost like, you know, just telling, it's like 90 boo boo, like I won't tell you. You know, I get it. I get it.
Here's why I don't agree though. That's not what you didn't do that. That's not what you did. That's not what happened. No. I don't know. That's their perception of what happened. But in my opinion, when I watched the video, that's not what happened. What happened was you literally sat there. You gave the name of a platform that has jobs. That is literally where you found. That's where I found Spark. That's where I found a lot of delivery apps. So that them alone, I was like, yo, what is he doing? I'm like, yo, I thought you wasn't doing something. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't agree with that. Like, that's not what I was hearing in the video, unless maybe I'm the one that's tripping. But in my opinion, I heard you give a lot of clues. So I feel like people just don't want to think past certain points. And it is what it is. Like, it's always going to lose like that, whether it's through you, whether it's through somebody else's information. They're always going to lose like that because it's kind of like a lose mindset. So it's nothing you can really do. But in my opinion, that's not what I heard, and that's not how it went down.
Okay. Well, Shata, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that called in and showed UDM some appreciation. By time, because Mrs. UDM be getting all the appreciation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, what? Because I put out more videos. She only be on Fridays. What's that about? Huh? So thank you.
You got the voice. She does have that voice, though. It's nice and smooth. You know,
you see?
She got the nice, listening voice.
So what happened to my voice? What's wrong with my voice? My voice not soothing? My voice.
I don't know.
Thank you.
What I got to do to have a soothing? Thank you. I got to talk like this.
Oh, be quiet.
I got to talk like this, huh? Okay, all right.
Well, stop eating my birthday cakes, and then you could be able to talk like
really
this.
Have a blessed night. It's been a pleasure talking to y'all, and I hope y'all have a blessed night. And I thank you for doing this and allowing us to speak on y'all show.
Not a problem, Shanta.
All right,
have a good night,
have
okay?
a good night. Thank you for calling in.
You too. No problem.
All right, you have a good night and be safe. Bye. Okay, so that was the last caller, family. We definitely appreciate y'all for chiming in, telling us a little bit about Spark. Mrs. UDM got big-eyed, bug-eyed over here. You get paid for what? Like she was really interested. If she haven't signed up already.
Yeah, I did.
You gonna sign up?
I did already.
You did?
Yep.
Stop playing.
I did.
When you did that? So quick. Okay. All right. So
I think the market right now is a little saturated in our area. It may not be out in all the areas, so they may be only accepting a certain amount of drivers because I'm on the waiting list too as well.
You're on the waiting list. Goody for you. So when you gonna do some ship so we can hear a little bit about shipped in the market?
I told you I'm gonna get back
November,
November, the first.
Yeah, but at least open up the app, see what we looking at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we can see that money.
Yes, and I did see. I think it was Who Me put in. He let me know that they're not doing the acceptance rate anymore. So.
Shipped.
Yeah, shipped.
Acceptance rate. Just run that by me real quick.
Because if you don't accept so many orders within the time that you're working on the schedule, then it drops your acceptance rate.
No, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
It
It drops your acceptance rate?
Yes.
If you're on a schedule?
Yeah, so just say you're working from 8 to 9 and you don't accept any orders that they send you, then that it drops your acceptance rate. So he was telling me that they're no longer doing that anymore.
How are they doing it now?
I don't know. I have to find out.
You slacking?
Yeah, I know. If Who Me's in this chat still, he can let us know as well.
I wonder how they're monitoring that, because technically you're not accepting. If you're on a schedule from like say 8 to 9 and they send you 5.
They can monitor it because they send you the order, so you can accept it or not accept it. So that's how they are able to monitor it.
But so I guess basically they're not going to stop sending you orders based on your acceptance rate.
Yeah, so they basically, you check off what market you want to work in, just say Miramar, Pembroke Pines. So it's different orders that they send you in that market, so you have to at least accept one. So if you're declining everything and not accepting it, then it'll drop your acceptance rate.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, family, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We had about 90 people at its peak in the chat. But let me just defend myself really quick. Okay, listen. She orders stuff. She buys stuff, okay? Kathy Garton, okay? She buys stuff, and she bought these Debbie cakes, okay? And these Debbie cakes, I had a little sweet tooth one day, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, Debbie cakes. Are these for the kids? Then I was like, nah, she wouldn't buy these for the kids. Because the boys, they get real hyper when she give them sweets. And I'm like, if they for the kids, when will she give it to them? These not for the kids. These for her. So I said, all right, let me take one. Let me try it. I said, I'll be the first one to open it. A Debbie cake. It was good. It was really good. I had 2.
I know. Because I counted them.
You counted them?
Yes, I did. Because I had my first one today, and I wanted to taste it.
How many came in the box?
Don't worry about it. I know.
How you know I took it?
Because I knew you did. The kids, they can't get it without your permission.
Maybe I gave it to them.
No, you didn't. You ate it for yourself. The cameras are watching you.
Okay, well, family, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Mrs. UDM, glad to have you with us tonight. I know sometimes you get really tired, and especially from the W2, you're really tired, but having you on the show just makes it roll a little bit differently, especially when we had that real conversation about, whether I was wrong or right or whatever with the catering app.
Yes.
It's good to have you with me in here on the microphone. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And talking. I'm rambling right now, and they tell me I ramble too much.
Okay.
So how about you say something to the family so we could go before they start saying, "Oh, you talking too much, UDM. We want to hear her."
Well, family, just continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Like UDM said, my 9 to 5 is very stressful, so that's why I haven't really been on here as much. Mentally and physically is draining each and every day. Things are shifting. I'm in education, so it's a lot of work every day, dealing with the kids and, a lot of other things. So just continue to keep me in your prayers. It's been rough.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, family, I know I said it already. We appreciate y'all very much. If you want to consider becoming a member, feel free to do so, especially if you appreciate what we do here. Definitely appreciate y'all for meeting here with us every Friday. Okay? Join the channel, become a member, be a part of the voice chat. Everything that we have going on. I'm trying to, let me just say this before we really exit. I'm trying to play a little bit of a catch up because of the whole Rona situation. I'm still playing a little bit of catch up with the Bills. You know what I'm saying? So once everything is sorted out, members, I have something planned for y'all. So it'll take just a little while, but once I have everything in order, members is coming to you. All right. So with that said, family, it's about that time for us to call in the night. So y'all be blessed and have a good one.
Yes. Deuces.
I ain't hear you say that in a while. I didn't give any shout outs. So before we really clear out, if you want to shout out or you want to wrench, feel free to say what's up in the chat or just raise your hand and I got you. John McCallion, have a good night, bro. Kathy Garton, have a good night. Smacking AZZ, have a good night to you as well. Who me? What's up, bro? Cherry Picker. Omnifarious. 86. Have a good night as well. Deliver with Taz. Have a good night. Monique Milner. Who else is here? Steve on the road. Have a good night. Trey, have a good night. Amy 75V, have a good night. Mrs. UDM, have a good night.
Good night.
DoorDash Red, have a good night. Tippy loves tips, have a good night. Holly Camp, thanks for the great chat to you both, to both of you. Have a good night, all right, Holly? Is that it? See you watching me. All right, y'all. Deuces.